Recording. All right. So I've already talked about what, you ready? I already talked about what reconcile means a couple times. Can somebody kind of sum it up for me? You want to try? Right. So it's basically that you're comparing the two. Connor, stop talking. You're comparing the two and seeing what's wrong. Go get your winner sign. Go ahead. Yeah. All right. So it is when you compare the bank's records to your records to see if the numbers match. Okay, so that's it for vocab. That's all we're gonna add to this sheet. I'll need this back, Ms. Holger, but you can take a look at this if you want to. Do you guys like having a vocab sheet for every topic?
Yeah.
Here we have another, right? Oh, that was nice. All right. Break that staple like usual. So, on the second sheet is going to be your homework. This sheet is mostly what we're going to be looking at and taking notes on right now. So, this is normally what it would look like. Which one looks familiar? Like something we've been doing recently? Right, the top part or the bottom part? Okay, so everybody write U next to this one. This is U. This is the bank, and the bank's up here. So the bank, we're going to be comparing this one to this one. Okay, now the first thing I'm going to check is I'm going to see if the numbers at the beginning of the statement match. So how much did the bank say you had at the beginning? 224.24 or 244.24. Everybody see that? Okay. And then where's yours? Yeah, everybody see that those two match right now? So at the beginning of the statement we match, that's good. Now at the end of the statement, the bank says that we have $415.09, but we say we only have $399.99. So who's right? We don't know. Don't assume that just because the bank says you have more money that they're right. You don't. You definitely don't. Okay, so what we're basically going to do is we're going to go through and we're going to check them to see if they match. So the first thing I see is that the bank says I did a deposit of $312. Do you see that up at the bank section? And then it shows here that we did a deposit of $312. Do you remember that check mark column that we had there? Put a check mark right there, and I'm going to put a check mark next to that $312. They both match. I'm also gonna check afterwards that they subtracted correctly. They said that I had 556.24 afterwards, and so did I. I also said I had 556.24. So far we're even. What do you think it means when they put something in parentheses like this? Yeah, that means money taken out. I'm gonna write on the side, withdrawals or checks in parentheses. So anytime they put money in, it's not in a parenthesis. Anytime they take money out, it is in a parenthesis. Which makes sense to me because it looks like they've got 4 more things here in parentheses, and so do I. I've got 4 things that we took out. All right. Moving back to comparing a personal check. Do you see how it says the check number right here? That's 684. This is kind of an old worksheet, but what they do nowadays is that if you're looking at your bank account online, you can usually click on that 684 or the number value, and it'll actually pull up a copy of the check that you deposited or that was deposited from you because they've scanned it and put it in. So you can look at it if you don't remember what it was. That's to Norma's Yarn Shop. That's $18. I'm going to put a check there and a check here. Looks like they match. Afterwards, I said that I had 538.24. That matches, and that matches. You guys kind of following what I'm doing so far? Okay. Next, Southwestern Phone Company. Looks like they had a check for $80.40. We did that too. All right. Why do you think there wouldn't be a check number for that one? You could pay the phone bill in cash, but what does it say happened according to your bank? Debit purchase. That means you probably used your debit card to pay for that phone bill. You didn't write a check for that one. So that one's also taken care of. I'm going to put a check by that one, check by that, and then see that these numbers match. 457.84, 457.84. Next, we've got a personal check, $38. Okay, now these are starting to get a little out of order here. Looks like my check 686. That matches this one down here. That's 38. So I'm going to put a check mark down here instead and put a check mark there. And I can't really match up this number on the side anymore, can I? So that's not going to work. So what about this other check that I said that I wrote? To Words Catalog Sales for Jeans. What happened to that check? Did I not write that check? Okay, answer seriously. Huh? Right, they haven't cashed it yet. Maybe I like put it in the mail and it's gone through or gave it to somebody and they have not cashed it yet. So this right here, I'm going to circle it and you should too. This is called an outstanding